It's now time for those selections. We're going to go anti-clockwise, as I say. We're going to go to Sandy first. It might be clockwise, actually, if you're watching on TV. But anyway, someone can tell me work that one out. Sandy, let's have a go at your selections for tomorrow.
Okay. I can make this nice and easy because I've spoke about all four. So
right, okay.
Hopefully, if our viewers have been watching from the start, they won't need an example why I've chosen these horses. In the 1:30 at Newbury, I think Western Warhorse is potentially very well treated. The step up to 3 miles, I can only see more improvement coming out of this horse, and I took 6-1 earlier on, and I think it will go off shorter. In the 2:40 at Newbury, I'm with Upsilon Bleu, Raymond Anderson Green owned horse. Money comes to this horse. I think it's been totally plotted for this race. I can see it going off shorter than 7-1 that it currently is. In the 1:20 at Doncaster, I'm with Tick Attack. A big fan of the Graham McPherson yard. Wouldn't surprise me to see this horse improve from his recent runs in novice chases. In the 1:55 at Doncaster, I'm with the Emma Laval trained off the ground. As I said before, that Kempton race is throwing up loads of winners, and I don't think it's going to stop.
Okay. He was very quick there. Billy?
Yeah, that's very good. Yes, so I'm going to go to the all-weather, Wolverhampton, where the real racing is. Never mind sogging through the mud. We've got a nice couple of handicaps at the end, so we're going to go to 5:55, and we're going to look at a horse called Star Lynx. It actually travels over from Ireland, formerly with Richard Hannon. He's got a really good poly-track record. I think it's 5 from 11 at Wolves. This is a little bit above his class, but he comes over with another Irish raider, and it looks between the pair. I'd be surprised if Star Lynx isn't quite well backed, and I think he will win the 5:55. In the 6:25, I'm going to break with tradition here. I'm going to give 2 Billy's big ones in the same race. That's not been done before, but a couple of interesting. One is Strong Arm from Nick Easterby's yard. 3 times in this horse's career has he come off the turf onto the all-weather, and his form figures doing that at 1-2-1. He enjoys the sand. He likes to come off the turf. He's doing that tomorrow. He's 14-1. And in the same race, Chiswick Bay, trained by Richard Fahey. Richard wouldn't bring too many horses this time of year onto the all-weather, but he brings this one down to Wolverhampton. I think it was Lingfield he ran last time, and he was third, running on the rail, and the inside rail isn't always a place to be. He's got Samantha Bell on board tomorrow, and she's ridden him to victory before, and he's another big price at 10-1. So same race, back them both, 14-1 Strong Arm, 10-1 Chiswick Bay.
Billy, can I ask you how many runners are in the race?
You can. I don't know.
Because you're doing a bit of dutching
So
there,
when you're
aren't you?
struggling to get winners, pick 2 from the same one.
Yeah. I was interested about what really caught me. What you're saying about there was the horse that coming back from turf, back to the sand. I found that very interesting. Form figures of 1-1-2. I don't think that can be ignored, especially at 14-1.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I mean, I joked about 2 in one race, but you can still make nice money. I mean, if you put £10 on each of those 2.
It's the same as backing one at 5-1.
Absolutely,
basically.
absolutely.
I completely agree with backing more than one horse in a race.
Yes. Well, Tommy's been sitting in his Twitter table since the start of the show, and now he's got his selections. He's got his chance to reveal his Dundalk selections, no doubt.
Not only do I run the competitions, not only that, I'm also the in-house bookmaker, and I'm also the most prolific tipster on this television show. However, you must be disappointed. I've only got one tip for you tomorrow. Tommy's tips comes up with in the 5:45 at Dundalk, Crafted Mystery, unraced early January foal to the prolific master craftsman, who obviously has bred such horses like Kingston Hill, who won the Racing Post Trophy this year. It's a nice bay filly, which is always a good sign for the appearance when looking at strong master craftsman progeny. Ger Lyons, the trainer, gives apprentice Colin Keane the ride. Now, this apprentice jockey's been doing all his riding at Dundalk recently. He's had 3 wins and 2 places from his last 13 runs. Also, one of those occasions teaming up with Ger Lyons himself for a winner. I think this one will be a good price, around 7 or 8-1. Great each-way bet in that maiden race there. The 5:45 at Dundalk, I go with Crafted Mystery.
Right, this is the time that everyone waits to right at the end of the show, and that's why you leave me to do this, don't you, right at the end. Unfortunately, there are a couple of shorties in my selections tomorrow. My selections are as follows. Doncaster 120, Highbury High. I still think it's ahead of the handicapper, despite Billy's point that it's a £7 penalty. I think it won with a lot in hand last week at Wincanton, and I think Doncaster fences are actually easier. Gets round, wins. Woodbank. Now there is a danger that Woodbank might jump a bit sketchily around. Again, I don't think Doncaster is the hardest course in the world. If he stands up, he's definitely going to be there at the end, and Nicky Henderson's got a pretty good record at Doncaster. And I'm going for Newbury 240, and it's quite a competitive race. Nice run, Frankie. And the reason for that is I felt that it done really well first time out. It is handicapped to the hill, but there could be a lot more improvement in the horse. And Venetia Williams is now starting to absolutely fire. So nice one, Frankie, for me in the 240.